Thank you, Chair. How many people work for the Federal Public Service?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. Federal workforce is over 350,000 people in public service.
Congratulations.
How many worked for the federal government when the Liberals took over in 2015?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, the public service has, we have, our population was about 35 million.
One of the minister's aides just handed him a piece of paper. I'm hoping it has the answer. How many people worked for the federal government in 2015 when the Liberals took office?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, my colleague expect that no, it is there is.
Honourable Member.
I'll spot the minister. I'm feeling generous, Chair. In 2015, it was 250,000. That's an increase of 107,000, or 40% in the last 10 years. Are taxpayers getting 40% more out of their federal government?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, we're here to talk about our main estimates, which includes payments and services to Canadians.
Member.
Main estimates include the money spent on personnel in the federal government. Are taxpayers getting 40% more out of the federal public service than they were in 2015?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, we are here to talk about main estimates, and we have 486 million.
Honourable Member.
Apparently, the minister isn't here to talk about anything, Chair, but I'll try again. In 2023-2024, the Public Service Commission annual report said there was a 3% increase in the federal public service. The Canadian population grew by 1.8% in 2024. Does the minister think it's normal and justifiable that the federal public service is outpacing population growth?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, can I ask my colleague to repeat the question, please? Thanks.
Member.
I will not allow the minister to be a demagogue when we have such limited time. So he heard the question. If he'd like to answer it on my next one, he's fully able to. What benchmarks does the federal government use to ensure that the public service is delivering value to taxpayers?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This new government is focused on spending less so that Canadians can save more. That's why we have committed to reducing the cost of government operation over the next 3 years. We will achieve.
Member.
The minister either didn't listen to the question or didn't care about it, but these are important questions that deserve answers, and it's shameful that the minister responsible for the federal public service has no interest in talking about whether that service is operating effectively. The federal public service has grown by 40% in the last 10 years. Are Canadians getting their money's worth?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. My honourable colleagues talks about increase in public service, but doesn't talk about increase in a population. We have a public service is there to serve Canadians, to deliver those priorities to Canadians, and
I thank the minister for giving me something to work with here. Does the minister think that population growth and the growth in the public service should be the same?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. To ensure transparency and accountability, all proposed spending and actual expenditures are reported to both Parliament and the public.
The main estimates show $62.7 billion in spending on personnel. That's an increase over last year of $3.5 billion. Are Canadian taxpayers getting more from the federal public service this year?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. Canadians elected this government to deliver the priorities important to Canadians, to build Canada strong, to build one economy.
The Honourable Member.
The minister doesn't know the main estimates. I'll ask a question he does know. Since becoming the Treasury Board President, how many briefings has he received?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. I was appointed about a month ago, and I have received many briefings pretty much every day.
Elapsed. The member for Chatham, Kent Leamington.